the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, to the house, touchdown, Missouri.
Welcome back, Mizzou, to Triple Play. I'm your host, Stuart Gross, and if you are looking for a sports trivia show, then you need to look a little further because Triple Play has changed to a sports analysis game show. The rules are simple. I throw a question out, and each contestant will answer it, and while I'm scoring their argument. The first contestant is eliminated after the second round, and from there, the finalists will go head-to-head for a chance to speak their mind. Let's meet the contestants. Contestant 1 is Blake Lawrence. Contestant 2 is Daniel Eisner. And finally, contestant 3 is Adam Cooney. Let's get started. All eyes were on Tiger at the Masters when he went from the favorite after the first 3 rounds to just another golfer after Mickelson hit the shot from the woods on the 13th. And Phil Mickelson closing with style that we haven't seen in a long time with the birdie on the 18th to win his third green jacket. Blake, what did you think of the Masters?
Hey man, how much fun did we have watching the Masters this weekend? I just love it when Phil Mickelson shows that he can be the dominant player that we always thought that he could be. I know that there's a lot of Tiger fans out there rooting for him, went 11 under. I don't think that's bad at all. I don't think that having a guy like Phil Mickelson step it up and become the dominant player that we all knew he could be right off the bat to start this month was a bad thing at all. So yeah, I mean, I liked seeing the young guns, KJ Choi come up and Anthony Kim come up, do a great job. But yeah, in the end, this is Phil Mickelson's day. I know it was all about Tiger, to come in today. But how do you go 12 under on A-Man Corner and not get props? Major props to Phil, and it was very exciting Masters.
Eisner?
When a guy like Phil Mickelson wins any tournament, especially a big tournament like the Masters, you got to be happy for him, especially with what's been going on with his family this year. His wife's having trouble, but he was able to stay strong during this weekend and just really, like you said, close with a lot of grace, play really well. Taking that shot from the woods was absolutely ridiculous. Guy had some real strong guts to do it, and it panned out, so it worked out really well for him. But I think the more exciting part was Anthony Kim coming back on Sunday, shooting 7 under the last half, the back 9. The guy went on a tear, really brought a lot more drama to it because Tiger was falling off, and none of the other guys, KJ Choi, he started choking. So anything everyone else did was starting to not matter anymore. Anthony Kim brought some excitement to it, and Phil Mickelson winning, you got to be happy for him.
One thing I was definitely excited about was this is the first time, the Masters has always been a real big tournament, but, everybody was talking about the Masters. Well, whether it was because of Tiger or not, this Masters, the ratings were they skyrocketed, and Mickelson and Anthony Kim in the final round, they definitely added to those ratings. But Tiger shooting -11 definitely, helped keep viewers in tune. It just shows that when Woods is in the tour, the ratings are just going to go up, and the excitement is going to go up because everybody's level of play just increases when he's there.
What about Mickelson and his wife and going through breast cancer? That must have been tough.
I loved the closing shot of the Masters was, after he hit the birdie on the 18th, immediately walked over to the crowd and just embraced his wife for probably a good 5 minutes and just held his kids, and it was very, very good shot and a very good, scene.
The CBS money shot was when they saw the tear running down Mickelson's face, giving his wife a hug, kids standing right there, big smiles on his face, and just everyone that surrounded their family, just random fans, was so happy for the Mickelson family, and just he was giving hugs to everyone that he walked by. You could just really feel the joy that he felt winning the tournament. It was great.
Stuart, I was really excited. That was a heartwarming moment, but what was this really about? It was about him shooting 16 under at the Masters, proving that he is one of the 2 dominant players in the field today.
Yeah, but did anyone notice Tiger in the Masters? He talked about changing, but in the end, he still cursed and looked frustrated during the post-round interviews. The fans cheered for him all weekend. The TV ratings were astounding. What did you think of Tiger's Masters?
Tiger is a tremendous competitor. We know this. He might be the best athlete in his sport of our generation. What does that come with? It comes with a competitive attitude, and it comes with that drive. And you can't have one without the other, man. You can't be pissed off about missing a shot on one hole and then just totally bland face the next hole when you get an eagle. It's just, that's how it is. That's how it works. when you become a great competitor comes great passion, and that's what makes him a great competitor.
That's exactly what I don't understand about all the media critics right now, is that they're so upset that Tiger gets mad at himself when he hits a bad shot, but then they're upset now that he's not giving them a fist pump and a great smile and showing the joy when he hits the eagle or when he hits a nice shot. I mean, guys, you got to understand that, like you were just saying, one comes with the other. If you want them to be emotional, let them be emotional on both ends of the spectrum. A little curse word, come on, we're grown men. Grow up, it's not that big a deal. Your ears have heard everything that he's said before. Yeah, he's getting frustrated. That's because he wants to win. There's nothing wrong with a little drive trying to win.
Tiger said he would not return to golf till he felt he could control everything and control his environment, as well as shoot very well and play to win. And coming with the attitude of playing to win comes with his just competitive nature is just going to come out. That's where the curse words came in. That's where his frustration came in. I completely agree with you, Dan, how the media is just, it's a double-edged sword. Like Jim Nantz was talking about how he would get fired if he repeated the same things Tiger Woods said. However, other media is criticizing Tiger because you don't get the fist pumps and all that. It's just leave him alone, let him play his golf, and let him do what he does, which is win.
Tiger's not even getting paid to be on TV. People are covering Tiger because they want to show him on TV. Tiger can say whatever the hell he wants while he's out playing golf. It is really not that big a deal.
Let Tiger be Tiger. That's all I got to say.
The real question is, after the third round, all the talk was about this is Tiger's moment. Tiger was only 4 down. Is he going to come back? Do you consider Phil Mickelson winning or Tiger choking?
Tiger doesn't choke, man. Tiger, we've seen him win so many majors over so many years that to call him a choke artist would be an absolute travesty of the sport. I think this is more about Phil winning, definitely, Stuart.
Do you remember the last time the guy played golf? November. He didn't choke. The fact that he finished in 4th place at the Masters in his first tournament since November is ridiculous. There have been guys playing every single tournament since November until this tournament, the Masters, preparing, trying to win this green jacket. The fact that he was able to just walk onto the course and start hitting these shots so well and be in contention, and he played so poorly on Sunday, the dude is a beast.
I think the fact that the media is talking so much about Tiger and how he did and his portrayal of everything, I think it takes away from Mickelson's victory, which was just amazing. The last 2 days, he shot a minus 12 in the last 2 days, which is just astounding, and he deserves all the credit that he is going to receive from everything.
All right. Well, the first week of baseball is in the books, and the Phillies and Yankees are who we thought they were. But the Angels and Dodgers, now that's a different story. Oh yeah, and there's also a 20-year-old that has been compared to Hank Aaron. There have been a lot of action so far this season. What are you most interested in, Eisner?
I'm just really interested in seeing how each team is forming. It's still very early in the season. No teams have really played more than 7 or 8 games. And, it's just, you got to let these teams find themselves. Not all the teams have all their players. Some of the teams are just getting off to slow starts. But then you have teams like, the Phillies, who are just off to a really, really hot start. So I'm just really interested in just getting back into the swing of baseball season and letting these teams find themselves so we can get into the days of summer where the action really starts to heat up.
Definitely some things that I'm interested in watching over the next couple weeks is if these teams that have had a hot start that were expected to finish at the bottom of their division, such as Detroit, who's picked to finish in the middle, but they're at the top, as well as the Blue Jays, who are 6-1, and their lone loss was a 9th-inning walk-off against Texas. I'm very interested to see if these teams will either fall off or possibly stay in contention all year. But with the division like the Blue Jays have with the Red Sox, the Rays, the Yankees, it's just, I don't know. That's why I'm very interested to see is if teams hold on and who chokes.
Everyone's always excited to hear about the Yankees as the juggernaut, the Yankees of the evil empire. I got 2 words for you: Philadelphia Phillies. We could be looking at a team that could score 1,000 runs this year. Let's think about this. Shane Victorino, Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, all these guys, they are coming to the plate and knocking it out of the park, literally and figuratively. I mean, these guys are showing up for this city in a way that really I don't think any sports franchise has shown up for any city in this country for a long time. And I think this could be a dynasty of sorts that we haven't seen in any major sport for a long time.
Cooney, did you watch baseball last season? The Blue Jays did the exact same thing. They were picked as the sleeper pick to possibly make the playoffs, got off to a hot start, and guess what happened? They finished in 4th place once again. This team never can do better than 3rd in the AL East. And yeah, part of it's the problem with the AL East. Yankees and Red Sox are almost always going to finish 1-2 with their money. But the Rays are going to be the team to watch in that division this year. They are stacked. They actually have a closer this year. Look out for Tampa.
The reason they intrigue me is because they don't have Roy Halladay anymore, the best pitcher of the last 10 years, and they're still producing. Romero is 1-0, should be 2-0, but like I said, the first game walk-off. And with a 1.76 ERA, averaging 10 strikeouts in his first 2 games. I just want to see if they can hold on, which, yes, you're right, they did the same thing last year, but their hitting is a lot better. And a big improvement from last year is the return of Vernon Wells producing like he used to before his injuries.
One more thing to give a shout out to all my Cardinals fans out there. I know I gotta talk about this a little bit. I know we got some Cubs fans, some Astros fans in the room. I gotta tell you, MLB The Show this year for PlayStation 3 has the Cardinals as the 16th ranked team, the 16th best team. Absolute joke. Go Cards. We'll show them.
All right. Well, that's it for round 1. And when we come back, we'll talk about some NBA, some more baseball. Oh yeah, and there's some big news in the NFL.